Right, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to have some fun today because it's time for an alien invasion. And we're also going to throw in some cards we don't normally get to play with to see if they work out in this one. Now, for starters, we do need some removal, so we're going to play a couple of Seam Rip. We do have a Mind Stone to help with mana as well as the Shared Roots. We're also going to be playing one Iron Crag to help with mana as well. And we have a full set of Aang's Icebergs. Now, I'm not super big on this card, however, it is instant speed removal, which is kind of nice, and it can get rid of anything that's necessary. We do have some Johnny Outland Chaperone, so we can have another bit of removal, but also a way to make some 1/1s. Avengers Disassemble, while this will kill some of our tokens, I think it's okay to have this in here just to wipe out other things, and occasionally could get rid of a problematic land. There is one Ancient Cornucopia to help us with our mana a little bit, and some life where it's necessary. A full set of Day of Judgments, because we're going to be able to keep making tokens, so hopefully we can get creatures off the battlefield. There is one Felidar Retreat. I think this deck should probably have two, but we're playing a card that we haven't played in a long time that we'll talk about in a second in place of that other one. We do have White Auracite as another way of removal and helping our mana. But the main reason we wanted to play this is Alien Invasion, right? It's one red, red, green. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you create a 1/1 red alien creature token with haste, and this token attacks each combat if able, and you put a +1/+1 counter on it for each invasion counter on this enchantment, then put an invasion counter on this enchantment. So you just get to keep making progressively bigger creatures. However, when we have ways to get multiples of them, it's pretty nice. So we're going to go with a couple of copies of Elspeth Stormslayer as a way to just make extra tokens with those extra counters, which is very nice. We also have Exalted Sunborn, which could get us extra counters as well. And we have Kin Binding that makes all those tokens bigger. I said counters for the Sunborn. Tokens is what I meant. But making those tokens bigger per the Kin Binding. So all of these cards kind of work together here at the end. And then we're playing one O'Hare Talk Deepest Foundation. Now, this is a card we don't play very often. It is a 6-mana spell, and that's the main reason. But it is a 6/6. It has Vigilance. But every time we make a token, we make 3 times that many tokens. So we could get some crazy situations if this works out. However, by the end of the video, there's a real chance we probably just want this to be another Felidar Retreat. But we'll see how it goes. But as a reminder, if you're going to any events that are finishing out this month or into the month of July, you should check out our friends Tales of Adventure. They're going to be set up at these events, so if you just want to bring your cards and exchange them for cash, this would be a good way to do it. Otherwise, you can buy on their website and save 5% by just using my code DRAGON, which is DRAGN. But alright, let's go see if this alien invasion, well, really just does exactly what we want it to do. Oh, we need a third land so bad, and this makes white and this makes green. Ah, dang it. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it, because if we find any of our lands that count as a plains, like, it turns us on, and we have quite a few. So we're just going to gamble. It's not a good idea. Oh, we're going to get duress too, aren't we? Oh, intimidation tactics. Well, I don't have an artifact or a creature. So that's cool, I guess. Ooh, that worked out. Let's save ourselves some damage. Alright, so now we'll have the option of going with the Johnny, Aang's Iceberg, whatever, next turn. Aang's Icebergs are probably going to be the big deal if this is mono black, so we can get rid of rooms. Maybe... really, it's usually the rooms, now I'm thinking about it. But occasionally you might want to get rid of, like, a Furtic Core or something if it leads to them just losing enough life. Yeah, I think we just go ahead and build our mana. They know we got Planeswalkers, so it's like, do what you're going to do. It's possible they have the one you discard and destroy creature or Planeswalker or lose 3 life or whatever. That's very likely what's in hand. So, knowing that, let's just play our Iron Crag. Let's play as Johnny, because we're not just not do anything the whole time. We'll make our token. We'll let them destroy Johnny, because that's probably what's going to happen.
I will be your guide.
If not, I'm going to be very surprised. Pleasantly so.
Side by side we fight.
But I assume that would be the play here from the opponent, right? Oh, no. Nowhere. That's actually way better for us. All they had was nowhere to run? Oh. Man, we could have got away with Elspeth that turn. Would have been great. Well, now we have a backup Elspeth, so why not? Yeah, this is a case where your opponent's hand is probably a bunch of creature removal. I'm activating Elspeth first, because if they have a way to get rid of Planeswalker, it would have targeted Elspeth first. Whereas if we'd activated a Johnny, then they target Elspeth, that would have sucked. Yeah, you got it, friend. Yeah, so their hand's a bunch of removal. Yeah, Requiting Hex incoming. Yeah.
Stand by my side, friend.
So I get why they kept the hand they did, right? Because if it's a bunch of creatures, then their hand looks great. Ooh, we got an alien invasion. However, we're going to plus. We're going to plus.
Join the fight.
We're going to play Aang's Iceberg. Well, I would like to play Alien Invasion here. I think we just want to stop the opponent from having anything or doing anything too detrimental. And we just end the turn. Yeah, now we're getting closer. We can just plus everything, too. Yep. Still have no creatures and no artifacts. Two of my three artifacts are on the battlefield. Oh, man, their hand was heavy on the creature removal. All right, well, now we're just in. Here we go. Aliens incoming. More bodies. We're just giving things bonuses and trying to end things now.
And seize your destiny.
All right, opponent's at 4. I mean, if they land and wipe the board, we're just going to kill them the following turn. So it doesn't really change much. Yep, you can have it. And overkill incoming. More aliens. All right, cool. It worked out. Yeah, while this looks pretty easy, to be fair, the opponent's hand was literally all stuff that dealt with creatures, and we just happen to have no creatures. So that was just a bad situation for them. Good keep if we were playing something like, I don't know, elves and badger moles. We just weren't today. Yeah, let's keep this. Oh, this is interesting. Do we have to do this for white to make sure we can cast a Johnny on time? That kind of sucks, but we might need to do it. I think I'm going to do it just in case, because I just don't want to get caught in a bad situation. Duress is a problem anyway here. I mean, if I were them, I'd probably, take Ironcrag. That's what I would do. All right. This should be fun. We have a Johnny double Aang's Iceberg. Let's see what the opponent does. They have a Soul Stone. Well, we don't really want them to have a Soul Stone, right? It's indestructible, but we can exile it. So hopefully they were planning on keeping that and we just wrecked their plans. I mean, they could always have another one, too. All right. I'm going to gamble on if they have a Get Lost or not. We'll see. But they'll likely use it on the Alien Invasion and not the Aang's Iceberg. Because it looks like they have one. No? Then what's the pause for? You're not going to get rid of either of these? Nor remove a token. That seems a little wild. Oh, it's because it was cease and desist. Well, that makes sense. Solemn? Sure. I don't think we really do much here, right? We just... Yeah, we just load up and attack. We have to attack anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Opponent can block and get a card. Nope, they're just gonna save that to block future damage, which isn't terrible. Question is, do we want a Johnny here? I feel like the answer is yes.
Danger surrounds us. Stake, thank you for
All right. I mean, sure, I'll block. Then another Solemn, why not? Why do I feel like this is building up to probably us seeing an Ugin next turn? Yeah, there's a Candy Trail. We're going to see an Ugin. So we're going to have to hold on to this Aang's Iceberg, because this might be our only thing that's going to be able to get rid of it. Oh, well, this is fun. I mean, Ugin's going to get rid of at least one thing anyway.
Side by side we fight.
All right. In the pool we go. I mean, at this point, we have multiple things that the opponent's going to have to deal with. So even if it is Ugin, which is bad, don't get me wrong, Ugin's not nice, we can at least get rid of it. I'm assuming they'll get rid of the alien invasion. But they left, I think they left two things on top, didn't they? Oh, that's not Ugin at all. I mean, with 2 mana available, I don't think anything they have is super scary. Yeah, Seam Rip a token. Good job. I mean, they got to do something. Oh, and we got a Seam Rip. That doesn't do anything. We just Seam Rip a Seam Rip, right? Okay, we're going to get a 4/4 token. We'll get... I mean, we're going to +1 Ajani anyway, right? So that's going to happen regardless.
My allies
We could... Oh, I guess there's a world where we could have Day of Judgment, got everything out the way, and then just have a big haster. We'll save that for a later turn. Yeah, I think we just go to the attack step. I mean, these are big. Oh, would I have had it? No, I would have only had 13 if I'd have got a blocker out of the way. So, yeah. That's tough. I was thinking, like, oh, had I got a blocker out of the way, but 4, 4, and 8 is only 13, and they were at 14, so that kind of sucks. And, of course, we'd still rather save the Aang's Iceberg for Ugin if there is one. Or a Planeswalker of their own, or whatever. Yeah, Day of Judgment, you got it. I mean, they're still low enough life, they have to deal with our enchantments and everything. So I assume they're holding on to spot removal. So we're going to go plus on Ajani. We're going to go to the attack step.
side we fight.
I mean, just our one haster alone is lethal. So I assume you're going to remove it. I mean, you do what you got to do, man. Sucks to have to use the end on that, but tough life, man. We all got to make hard decisions. All right, end the turn. Candy Trail, gain some life, get a card. And they know we have the Aang's Iceberg, so Ugin gets rid of one thing, and then, yep. All right, cool. Ooh, what do we do with this? Going first. I'm going to attempt it. Feels a little bit dodgy, but I'm going to keep it. And I think I'm just going to go search for a mountain. Next turn, play the plains. And then we'll just see what happens. How many mono black decks are we going to find today? This may not even be mono black, honestly. Okay. Sure, we just pass. We did find a 4th land, though. That's actually important. That's good. Doom reigns supreme. Okay. So if we put this on green, we can go get another white and eventually go search for the other red, right? I think that's what we want to do. Search for another white. And then we get options to start removing a lot of things. Matter of fact, we may not even play the Fabled Passage till we're able to play the Felidar Retreat. Random Doombot, that's fun. But let's go ahead and... Actually, I don't even think we're going to wait around for that. I think we're still just going to go get the land now. I think we're in a decent enough situation that we don't have to be in too much of a hurry. To go big, anyway. Villain, alright. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Seems good. Let's go ahead and white or a sight the other one of these. And then I'm going to assume, rightfully or wrongfully, that they have some number of removal spells in hand. So we're going to have to pick and choose when we fire these off. This makes villains cost 1 less. All right. Would you like to play another one? I said no, they would not like to play another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we wait till when we can get a land, we can just like play Felidar Retreat and yeah, let's just go ahead and do this for now. And actually we'll choose both sides. Because we can get rid of this villainous hideout. Alright, then we'll go ahead and just play the Felidar Retreat. Because I don't think they have a real answer to it. And we don't need to leave mana up for Aang's Iceberg here. Doom reigns supreme. A game. Technically that's a villain. That does count. Alright, pass the turn. Since we're not doing much else. We can't find our token makers. And we have so many of them. We have Kin Binding, we have Alien Invasion, we have Ajani, we have Elspeth. They're just like, come on, man. Yeah, let's get them now. Alright. Come on, deck. Really? Oh, bro, come on. What are we doing? Do I just straight up play this guy? I probably should have done that first. But oh well. Let's see what they got. I mean, they haven't had to remove anything, so there's a removal spell in their hand. I wouldn't be surprised. But they would have had to have just drawn it, because it didn't look like there was one just a second ago. You're making that a 4/4 and attacking. Nope, you're just making it a 4/4 and ending the turn. Alright, even weirder. There we go, that's what we were looking for, though. Oh, did they have a counter? Nope. Okay. Yep, I 100% have no idea what's going on. But I do know that these have to attack, and if we're not blocking, we might as well be attacking. Opponent really wants that Verdict Core to be a creature. For some reason. But we're not mad at it. Alright, end the turn. Man, if we can find a Kin Binding or an Elspeth or something off the top, we're going to be really cooking. Mysterio, you get a bunch of other villain tokens. Exile those tokens when Mysterio leaves the battlefield. Got it. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Might as well. Yeah. Shoot. We'll take 6. I mean, I could just be dead. Okay, there's an Ajani. That helps quite a bit. Getting us a couple of blockers.
I am here to bring you hope.
Then we get a couple more attackers that unfortunately have to attack. Let's see. If we block 4, block 3, we'd still be taking 12? These have to attack. I think we're better off blocking. I mean, if they just get a removal spell, like, so be it. Like, sucks to suck. Alright. It's also possible they may not attack with Mysterio, so they don't lose their other 3/3s. So that could be a thing. But hey, if they just draw their removal spell for the Sunborn, then that's probably game. Oh, Dr. Doom. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Are we just not going to attack? I wouldn't be mad at that. Right now, almost every card is good, right? Even a land does stuff. Yeah, I was going to say, it kind of makes sense to just still get something in there. All right, we'll block a Doombot. We'll block... Oh, wait. You attacked with Mysterio? Yes, please, because that reads, right? Exile those tokens and Mysterio leaves about... Yes. Let's absolutely do that. That is great. I thought that was going to be the one thing that wasn't going to attack. Hell yeah. That was awesome. Okay, land. Actually, do we want our dues to be bigger? Right? Because we make 2 1/1s. Then we'll make 3/3s from the alien invasion. Oh, but I won't be able... Never mind. We're just going to make 2 2/2s. I was thinking I could make them into 4/4s, but I really can't because I can't play land at instant speed, obviously. All right. I think everybody attacks. All right. Makes sense. Okay. Now we're in a situation where we get to at least consider threatening lethal. Barring something going really afoul here. All right, it's going to connive. Discarding a land. Flying Octobot. What even is this guy? When another villain you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Yep, sure. It does fly and block, though, so it keeps them from dying. As silly as that seems. Opponent, you're not going to attack with all this, are you? Seriously? Did they forget we're just going to get a bunch of tokens next turn? I mean, if we take 9, then we're attacking. Well, you block 4, and then there's going to be another 4. Yeah, I guess this is all that's going to happen here. That just feels like a very aggressive set of attacking. And this is from, well, I guess it doesn't matter at all now. So, and it's like coming from, you know, the Dean of Aggro U, where we love attacking. All right, cool. I mean, we'll take it. Strange game. Strange game. I feel like the opponent's deck's very interesting because it's token villains, right? It's the villains that make more tokens and makes sense because they're trying to trigger all of their, what are they called? Like Doom, Reign Supreme, and all that stuff, right? Very cool concept for a deck. I think we got lucky just because our Exalted Sunborn was able to hang around long enough. Because, man, we did not do a lot in that game. We didn't even find really one of our important sweepers. We found up Avengers Disassembled early on, and that was about it. Ooh, no green mana, though, and no double white. You know what? I'm going to keep it, though, because here's the thing. Any of the non-basics we get are either going to give us a red or a green. Actually, really a white or a green. So we should be mostly okay. We'll see if that holds true. All right, there's an elf or a Llanowar elf. We did not find the other land yet, though. I have a feeling we're going to want to top deck a white land. Probably for Day of Judgment, but we'll see. Yep. And we did not get there. That's tough. We knew the gamble we were taking, though. All right, Ouroboros. Well, now we kind of have to hit the card. Because now I don't even think just... Yeah, it's got to be an untapped white land here. It's not. I mean, I guess we're not dead yet. Another one? Nope. Spider infestation. All right. Or manifestation, I should say. Take 5. Go to 9. Still waiting on that other land. That still did not show up. I'm pretty sure we're just dead, right? I'm gonna have to do something really crazy if we don't die here. I'm probably going to have to scry during their instep with the Aang's Iceberg to give them back the Ouroboride. Sure. Yep. That's gonna do it. I was like, didn't have much choice. We just didn't draw any mana. That's okay, though. We knew the risk. What I was thinking is during their instep, I could give them the Ouroboride back, hope to find a white land in the top 3 cards, and then just play that, wipe everything out, and see where everything goes. That being said, I'm not putting this on the deck. This one's on me just for keeping a bad hand. We're on the draw. I'm going to mulligan. What do we do with this? Are we getting rid of a Johnny? All right. Feels a little tough, but hey, things are what they are. Yeah. I don't know if this is just the control deck or what we're up against right now. We're gonna need another. No, we have red actually, so I guess we just get another white. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. We have everything we need on hero. Oh, all right. Well, let's try. I mean, they're holding something. It's probably get lost or whatever. Hopefully, it's just lightning helix. That being said, they might be able to flash something in here too, because there is like the Spider-Man and stuff that's worth it. Which, if they have Spider-Man, it will make the Day of Judgment not as good. What's the opponent waiting to do? Like, what deck is red and white, plays heroes, and doesn't play anything for 4 turns? Like, what does this hand have to look like to make sense? Okay, there's a burst lightning, sure. So is it just a removal hand? All right, guess I'm just going to put this on white. And just see what happens. I mean, we have the Aang's Iceberg in case something crazy, like, I don't know, Daredevil shows up here. Nope, now it's on Dragon. I'm about to get beat by something. Oh, Season of the Burrow. Yeah, that's a thing that happened. I guess we get to draw a card at least. I really want to play O'Hare Talk, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to bite. There's a reason you put that card on Dragon. I don't know what it is, but there's a reason. And you're not blocking with your 1/1s. All right. Twin Flame Tyrant. Well, that's a thing. We would like for you to not easily deal with our Johnny. Yep, I'm okay with that. Twin Flame Tyrant. Okay, man. That's a thing that happened. See what this induces the opponent to do. Double Lightning Strike. So their hand was a lot of removal. Okay. Strike and Helix. We can live with that. Uh-oh. What are we doing? They have some other instant speed cards. I'm assuming it's another damage spell. This is wild. Like, so much damage. All right, we get this back. Transforms land, activate only if you've attacked with 3 or more creatures, which currently that is not going to be the case. I guess we'll put this on green. And pass. Oh, I guess I technically have to attack. That's important. All right. I mean, if they have another dragon, we take a pile of damage here. Well, not so much. Now just before. All right. Come on, token makers. Where you at? That's one of them. Okay. We're going to destroy this too. Or maybe they got another season of the burrow and they were just waiting. No, because if they had that, they would have got rid of Aang's Iceberg, right? That would have made the most sense. Oh, it's another lightning strike. Okay, fair enough. All right, we're in a pretty good spot now. We don't even have to be in a hurry. Yep. Oh, double kin binding. Here we go. Here we go. And we're next turn, we're going to get to flip our O'Hare talk back. That's going to be lethal next turn. Oh, no, we won't, because we won't get to do it till after we attack. Unfortunate. It's okay, though. Don't need to be greedy. All right. Yep, opponent's saying GG's. Awesome. Okay, yeah, I guess we're just going first. Did you know you can click on the little pizzas on this battlefield and they just go away? It's like you're chomping the pizzas down, which is kind of cool. Momo, you get a Momo. I don't think we're going to fight that. Go get a Plains. And then we'll see what the opponent does. Lurker Bat, sure. All right. Well, that seems kind of good. Let's get rid of Momo. Let's play this. Go get the other red source that we need. Not that it matters. We could search for whatever else. I kind of want to leave up Aang's Iceberg. But at the same time, I think we just go search for another land and possibly try to give ourselves 2 options next turn. Because if we get an untapped land, then we can like Ajani and remove something, and like that's pretty cool. Speaking of which, we can now try. Let's go. We don't need the red mana here. Try to get rid of that. Fantastic. Then we'll take some damage. And we will get rid of this Ruin Lurker Bat.
Come with me to safety.
All right. So we've at least somewhat mitigated what the life gain deck's trying to do. Actually, it might just be a bat stack. Oh, not necessarily. Yeah, I just realized. I was like, you know what this could be? It's probably one of those decks. That makes sense. Abzan, life gain, stuffy stuff. Let's get rid of Maseo. Because that's not what we want to see. And then pass the turn. Got another Maseo. Ooh, Michelangelo's technique. That's actually really good for them. Especially if one of those is a black. Yep. Oh, it was only a black. That actually is nice. Hey, guess who's getting a counter? But I'm still blocking. Okay, need some help, deck. Definitely need some help.
Stand by my side, friend.
All right, in the turn. I mean, the only good news is we can block, but we're going to reach a point where well, really on this turn, the Avengers Disassemble isn't going to do anything. So we have to find Day of Judgment, basically. Or one of our things that just doubles our tokens or whatever. Ooh, if we could find the O'Hare, that would be great here, right? Because then we just start tripling down on our tokens from the kin binding. That would be cool. I mean, we suck and we're not drawing it, so it doesn't matter. But could be cool. In theory. I think we have one basic left, a forest. Oh, no, both forests are still left, so we can go search for those. I wonder if the opponent just has creature removal in hand. Because they're just playing lands and attacking and passing. Alright. And if it was just, like, I don't know, Maelstrom Pulse or whatever, they would have just got rid of Ajani already. Man, come on! I'm even just drawing extra land out of the deck so we don't have to worry about it. Man, come on. Help us out. Well, no, even if it was creature removal, they would have got rid... They must have just lands in hand. Because if it was creature removal, they would have got rid of the tokens already so they could kill a Johnny, right? So that wouldn't even make sense. They have to just be drawing lands just like we are. Unless they have, like, Duresses or something. But... okay, finally. Maybe a chance to start trying to get ahead. Now, with our luck, they just drew another black the hard way, and we're just going to see that cast here. Yep, which makes sense why they couldn't cast it, because it's legendary. All right. I mean, might as well. I mean, if somehow we could successfully protect Ajani for another 2 turn cycles, because we have to -8, right? Yeah. But that could be big. Okay, another Ajani. I don't think that helps, realistically. Other than just playing the role of decoy and getting the opponent to attack into it or whatever, but... Alright. I mean, we just need a board sweeper at this point. I mean... nothing else really going on right now. Man, O'Hare, where are you at? This would be the spot to have the card. It would be huge. Oh, this is flying into a Johnny, so like... sure. Then we only have to block 2, right? Alright. Alright, come on, deck. Day of Judgment or the O'Hares. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. Really? Oh, brutal. Brutal. Alright, well, 'tis what it is. Sure. I think I'm going to... huh. I feel like the play is going to be just block, and I think I'm going to scry with one of these Aang's icebergs. Because it just feels like it just doesn't matter otherwise. Like, we have to dig or we're just going to lose the next turn, right? So we can give them whatever. This lets them get a thing out of their yard, but it's just another Ruin Lurker bat. Sure. I guess we scry with this. So I guess we just crack them both if we have to. If there's nothing on top. Yep, don't want either of those. So those don't help. Yeah, they can have all the life they want. It doesn't really matter. Wow, we weren't even close to finding anything. It was Ramp Spell, 2 lands, and Alien Invasion. That's all we had going on there. Alright, well, Day of Judgment or no. I mean, if we get it, we're in the game. Nope, our sight's not enough. Alright, well, that sucked. This feels very ambitious. Mostly because we don't even have the mana to get into the ballpark of casting these. So we need Ains Iceberg first off to do some serious work. Maybe find one of our ramp spells next turn if we're lucky, and then go from there. So what I'm saying is we need a lot to go right for this game to work out for us. All right, that's a start. Not mad at that. Let's go get another mountain in case we draw our alien invasion. Another creature. Nope, we're just going to take 2. Nope, here comes something else to go with. All right, we take 4. Okay. That's a start toward us getting somewhere. Shocking Sharpshooter. All right. I think we take 2. Mostly because that's a 1 toughness creature. In theory, if they're not going to be playing a bunch of trample spells or whatever. But theoretically, we can at least block that and kill it with some 1/1s. Oh, well, Elspeth's kind of nice. Never mind. Let's do that first. And get 2 bodies just in case. And then we find out if they're playing Get Lost or Roads or whatever the choice is here. You're putting counters? Nope, you're just making a body. I'll block. Love it. All right, here we go. Now things are going to take off over a couple of turns here.
More heroes for the cause.
Okay. No blocks. We're at 12. They have 1 card. I think we're good. Because we're going to make a bajillion tokens next turn. The scientific term. Like a Googleplex. Yeah. We're going to attack for about 40 next turn. Sure. Why not just block everything? Yep. Oh, man. All right. So this was pretty fun. I think, like I thought, the O'Hare, I think we got it one time and it got shot with 2 spells or something. So we don't really know what it could do, but realistically, I do think it probably just needs to be another Felidar retreat. That lets us pump up our tokens, that lets us just get extra bodies. It lets our lands not be dead weight, because one of the issues we did have with this deck is a couple of games we lost were mostly because we just got flooded. Like we just kept drawing land, right? And we don't really have ways to draw cards in this deck, but it's also not a deck that really needs to be drawing cards. Like once you get 2 of your key cards that just stick out on the board together, whether that's some combination of Elspeth, Sunborn Tyrant, Alien Invasion, and Kin Binding, right? You get all those, any combination, you're pretty much off to the races, right? If they stay 2 turns. And that's all we're aiming for. Though, I will say this. I think the deck might need another just hard sweeper, because while Avengers Disassemble was useful, I will say, kind of with the question mark, there are a lot of times where it's just like, oh, your opponent's playing like randomly dinosaurs, or you're playing against mono black and they have the slasher and the 2/4 or whatever, and this just doesn't do anything, right? So in those scenarios, this card's just kind of not great. And we can already deal with some of the early creatures between our Aang's Icebergs and our Seam Rips. So I don't know that we need this. Now, granted, getting rid of a land would be good in some cases where you want to get rid of like a Bossing Say or something of that nature. Realistically, you can usually deal with that, right? You can make enough tokens. You're not really worried about what Bossing Say is doing, unless for some reason they already have Earthbender's Ascension built up. But even then, we have Aang's Iceberg, we have the White Auracite or whatever, so we can get rid of those. So what I would say here as far as speculation is probably either add another Cornucopia and Sweeper of some kind, or just remove the 2 Avengers to just add the 2 Sweepers. So I'll try to figure that out by the time this goes up and y'all can download it. But that will be the one change that's going to be in here. Otherwise, I mean, the deck actually performed pretty well. Realistically, it did what we wanted to. We got to do some big things. We got to make piles of tokens. We got to see Kin Binding do something crazy. Alien Invasion was pretty sweet. You know, yeah, I think that's really it. It probably just needs a couple more sweepers and we're gold after that. So yeah, nothing to hate there. Would like a little more life gain and some issues because we're playing a slower deck, but we do have the Sunborns and we do have the Cornucopias, and I think that'll just have to do. But yeah, when you want the final list, it'll be up over at Moxfield if you want to check it out, like always. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.